This is a book about the economic struggles of Northern Asia. It's not really, I've actually never read this book. I just picked a book and named a subject. How to Grow a Nice Cucumber Garden. The tale of a blind horse seeking revenge on his pirate horsey dad. I've never actually read any of these books. If I had, I would probably know what they were about. With a book, you don't get to decide what the subject matter is about. Frank gave Callie the address. Her eyes widened. I think Frank is probably short for Frankfurter. Callie is probably the state of California. Her eyes widening are symbolic of the growing margin of millennials who enjoy playing the ukulele with their teeth. See, the thing is that if I actually read this book, the author would tell me who these characters are and what's going on. The thing is, we often do the same thing with our Bible. How often have you been to a Bible study and somebody says something like, Noah's Ark, I think that talks about the importance of treating animals as humans. I think the significant lesson we learned from the life of Daniel is the importance of staying healthy and fit. See, the truth is that you can make a book say whatever you want it to say, and I'll prove that to you. Here's the plan for today. I'm gonna roll these dice. First 4 numbers that I roll, we're gonna go find a book with those 4 numbers on the spine. I'm gonna use that book to write a poem about our friend Brayden. And we're gonna see how some random book can actually be talking about Brayden. Okay, here we go. 6-1. 6-4. Now we're gonna go to the library and we're gonna find a book that matches that number. I got Eat and Beat Diabetes with Picture Perfect Weight Loss. Got some great recipes in here. Some bologna alternatives. Your spouse, your friends, your relatives, the people you work with, and above all, your children. It is the disease that can eat us alive. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm going to start by putting those 2 sentences together. Your children can eat us alive. This is a good read. This is a good read. Alright. Hey Brayden, I wrote you a poem.
Oh yeah?
I went to the library today, and I got this book, and I wrote a poem. This is a poem about you.
Oh yeah?
Using only sentences from this book.
Alright, let's do it.
Your name wasn't in the book, so it's not in here, but this is about you. Many people, of course, often hesitate. As we all remember, you were overweight. The awful truth, when he was 12 years old, weighed 228 pounds, a grenade waiting for the pin to be pulled. You're a killer that can eat us with skin on. Children may suffer, you're affecting pollution. For years, I can't read my own writing. For years, avoided the actual fight with your waistline, but here is the awful bottom line. It isn't just children who may suffer. There are times when you are a freak and a saboteur. Beware. This book talks a lot about, it doesn't refer to diabetes as diabetes, it refers to diabetes as a killer. So there's a lot in here about being a killer.
Now I'm just this psychopath killer.
Your only appearance on our show is going to be describing you as a killer who eats children. But how much of this is true? That's what I want to know.
How much of it is true? About probably 80% of it.
You're a killer that can eat us with skin on. True or false?
True.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna write a really nice poem about you, but then I ended up with a book about losing weight and from a killer disease. Wasn't what I was gonna write you. But there's literally nothing kind in this book. There you have it, folks. By reading this book, random book, by reading the sentences in a little bit of a different order than they're in, I ended up with a story about how Brayden eats children.
Not true.
This book's got a lot about how diabetes is a killer. It's also got a lot about healthy food. It wouldn't be hard for me to put together sentences that said healthy food was a killer, which might be true. That's not so different from how we often read the Bible in our Bible studies. We take a verse here and a verse there, and we end up concluding that something that's definitely wrong is actually okay, or that God actually wants us to do things that He has clearly told us not to do. You gotta read this book as it's written. Read it in order. Read the sentences in the context that they're written in, and then you'll find what it's actually trying to tell you. For more awesome content, click subscribe, which you'll have to get there before I do.